Here we are, 'tis the season. It's Christmas time, my favorite time of the year, because it gives me an opportunity to develop some recipes that will encourage people or show people how we can utilize BC's beautiful bounty of seafood. But let's get started with some canapes. We're going to start with albacore tuna. Always a little bit of pepper, significant amount of salt. Now, it's just coating the outside, so it's not going to be very salty. Okay, and then we just put it in a pan. All I'm doing is trying to firm up the outside of the tuna because albacore tuna is very, very buttery. All right, here we have some crackers. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of Japanese mayo for no other reason than the fact it comes in a handy squirt tube, which makes this very easy. Now, I'm only applying the mayonnaise to 1/2 of the cracker. I prefer to use these because I put the garnish here and then you can pick it up here, which makes it very easy for your guests. Okay, so you see how quickly that's done. Now this can be done a couple hours ahead and put in the fridge. I'm doing it fresh, but it doesn't really change the effect. Now, I prefer tuna cooked like so that it's raw like this. Very rare, but feel free, you can cook it a bit more if you're intimidated. Believe me, this is the best way to enjoy it. I've made a little bit of eggplant puree here. Sliced cherry tomato, a little bit of parsley. Okay, then a little bit of balsamic. You can drizzle this on if you got guests or whatever. I'm using a very expensive real balsamic vinegar, so I'm trying to make sure none goes on the plate. And there you have it. A couple of those. It's so easy. Okay, now we get to the piece de la resistance. BC sablefish. So this is a whole sablefish. It's produced in British Columbia and it's fresh. Now, if you can't find sablefish like this in the marketplace, I more often than not actually use frozen sablefish, which is also a very great product. What I have here, this is kind of a Christmas theme, so I have a ripe turnip, sweet potatoes, yams, carrots, the typical things you see on a Christmas table, and some spinach. I always like to have green vegetables. You could have Brussels sprouts in there if you wanted. But at brining these, I've patted them dry and I'm just going to lay them on top of this. So these veg, again, it's great for when you're entertaining or when you want dinner to be quite simple. I roasted these vegetables earlier in the day. You could even do it the day before. And it makes it so easy. This is the thing. There's always sacrifices. So it's gingerbread. I would recommend making your own gingerbread cookie. Unfortunately, I'm no good at that, so I went and bought one. We don't need any of that stuff. We just want the cookie. Now, if you're avoiding or want to avoid the wheat or the sugar that's in this cookie, though sugar goes very well with sablefish, you can just use gingerbread spice on the fish. This is better. So all I have to do is actually put on our ginger cookie. So I've got that at 400 degrees. Maybe let's move it up to 425. And that'll be for about 12 minutes. Okay, let's make a quick sauce. It's gonna be, I'm calling it like a carrot fondue. So we got some shallots, we got some carrot juice, equal parts of carrot juice. And today I'm using chicken stock, but it could be fish stock, it could be white wine, it could be whatever you want. I'm just gonna add a little bit of orange zest. I tend to always put some sort of citrus on my seafood. And all we're gonna do is let this boil down until it's a very thick consistency. It's Christmas, so don't be afraid. That'll come up to a boil and it'll be thickened by the time our sablefish is ready. Oh my God. Where is the eggnog? The sauce is thickened up a bit. This one we'll do with this, and one we'll keep dry. Oranges, like my grandmother used to say, you know, Christmas, they knew it was Christmas because they got an orange in their stocking. The only thing they got in their stocking. There, so easy, so straightforward, and there we have it. Christmas, it's tasty, it's easy, it's straightforward. Don't be intimidated. Anybody can do this, especially with sablefish. It's such a forgiving fish. Ask for it at your fishmonger. Buy BC, local, sustainable, ocean-wise sablefish. Christmas, the new tradition. Thanks to the Gingerbread Man.